What's up, cool cats? Welcome to my channel. If you are new, hey y'all, hey, my name is Kitty. Take a look around the channel now or later. If you're a returning subscriber, what's up, you guys? Sending lots of love your way. Catch it and receive it. This is for you. So excited that you are here. Now let me tell y'all something that's funny. The past couple of days, even I think last week, if I didn't do a video on Tarot Tuesday last week, it is because like I started and then for whatever reason I just could not finish the reading. Whether that was because of a distraction or just because like the energy just kind of felt like I'm gonna wrap this up, like I just can't finish it. But today I'm here. Energy revitalized. I'm feeling absolutely A1. Alright, so this reading is going to be a 3-card pull, but I'm also going to be pulling from my Sacred Rebels, and I'm also going to be pulling from my Moonology deck, just to give you guys extra messages from Spirit, messages from the moon, and any other messages that may want to come out. I'm also going to pull some word cards from my word bag and from my little jar. I actually gotta make some more of those, but yeah. So what I want you to do is choose from pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. This is a 3-card pull that's going to be a past, present read. When you pick, I will go into more details about what each card is for. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and take our 3 mindful breaths. You know how we do. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Alright, you guys, I'm going to start with this yellow lantern, and if you chose any of the other ones, I will see you there on your pile stamp, okay? Okay, pile number 1. So we have 3 cards for you that's going to give you a message. But before I get into that, with this yellow lantern here, this makes me think of like lighting your way. So if you are in a dark situation, keep in mind that you always have you are the light. You are the walking light. Even when you're in a dark situation, you still bring the light. You are the light bearer. You are the light bringer. This also is like self-confidence. Like I feel, because as I was saying, like you are the light bringer, I got a visual of someone like putting their head down, like being extremely modest, like or like you don't believe it, like no, I'm not the light. Not me. But it's like solar plexus work, like self-identity. You got to really know who you are and get to know who you are. And so let's jump into your reading and see what the cards say. Alright, so first card, we have the 3 of Cups reversed. And this is the influences from the past that still affect the situation. And with this 3 of Cups, I'm getting like, and exactly like it's yellow and it's red, like you following the crowd, you trying to blend in, you not knowing exactly who you are, without these people around you, without these influences around you. So the situation that is still like influencing you from the past is just like old friendships, old situations, like you holding on to the good times even when situations are bad, like within a friendship or a situationship or whatever. Like if this card was upright, this would be talking about like a really good friendship that's like joyous, but I feel like this friendship is over. This friendship is like because look at this bird, like there's space, like there's distance between these 2 birds and this bird, and like the only thing y'all have in common right now is that y'all know each other, or that y'all grew up together, or you know that y'all be standing on the same tree looking at the sun. That's the only thing that y'all have in common right now. Y'all kind of like fell out, but it's like I don't want to be alone, so I'm gonna hang out with them. I know them, you know, but it's like there's like they're either talking about you behind your back, or they're jealous of you, or they're something where you're not involved. Like when you're not around, like these two get together and just be like, because there's distance, like there's distance, and it looks like a little distance, but like no, these two birds are like really close together and they're talking to you, but it's like you peep in the distance. All right, this is like you don't want to be alone. This is also you holding on to the memories. Like, we used to have a really good time. This was before you found out that they was talking about you behind your back, or plotting on you, or plotting against you, or doing whatever they was doing behind your back that wasn't sincere. So the situation that's still influencing you of the past is like you still holding on to old friendships that betrayed you, or old friends that did you wrong, or you're still holding on to the good memories and not, or you're holding on to the bad memories, or you're holding on to how they betrayed you. But this is like, that was really like influencing you, like the fact that you didn't trust yourself. You didn't trust yourself enough to be like, when yourself picked up on like some shysty energy, you was like, nah, that's not them. They wouldn't do me like that. Like, I treat them good. I love them. We're friends. And it's like, y'all were friends, but this is not, yeah. Like, you once felt a really good, look at this, see that heart there? You once felt like really connected to these people. But it's like the path that you're on now, like, they're just not there yet, you know? And if you holding on to them, you can't get really good, genuine friends that provide you with really good memories and things like that. So let's look at your second card, which is talking about the present, all that surrounds you, either positive or negative. Wow. Oh my gosh. You have the 8 of Swords. And the reason why I'm like, oh my God, is because like I said, like you might be going through like the cocoon before they pop out and become a butterfly. Like you might, like I said, like you have the light. Even when you're in a dark space, you are the light. All right, so this is like the present, all that surrounds you, either positive or negative. So there are people who are like at you, like old friends, old exes, everybody that's just like, if you feel like people are against you, it is people that are against you because they don't want to see you level up. They're like, you are isolating yourself. You are going into hermit mode. Like, what's going on? Like, why are you trying to cut us off? And the reason why these people are like, they don't want to see you succeed. Like, these swords are pointed at you because like there are people around you who don't want to see you succeed, who don't want to see you happy, who don't want to see you in love, who don't want to see you have genuine connections, who don't want to see you succeed past where they are. And that's real. This is, and like, being in a dark situation, you might feel trapped and powerless. You might feel like everybody is against you. This is the time for self-reflection. When you are in that dark moment, you're reflecting who's there, who's not, who's against me, who's with me, who's supporting me, who isn't. All right, who's being compassionate with me, who's being empathetic toward me, and who isn't. You know, because when you hop out this, when you come out of this cocoon, you're a beautiful butterfly. You are not worried about these old friends. You are leaving them in the dust. You are flying off. But right now, you've gone into hermit mode. You've gone into transformation mode where you have to, you know, where you have to like isolate yourself because you gotta self-reflect, or because you gotta you're transforming. But you are feeling trapped and you know, powerless. With this card, you may feel trapped and powerless, and that's only because you don't see what's happening. You don't see that you're going through a process. When the process is over, you're going to come out of this a beautiful butterfly, wings as big as they. Surrounded by, and keep in mind that this is the present, all that surrounds you, positive and negative. Surrounded by obstacles and threats on all sides, you find yourself the victim. You see no way out. No available choices. Your perceptions keep you from opening your wings. You hear that? Your perceptions keep you from opening your wings and taking flight. What keeps you suspended? What keeps you here? Yourself or others? The 8 of Swords demands an answer. You cannot hang here much longer. Yeah, like, this is like, save yourself. Like I said, like, you have the light. You are the light. Bringing back to this lantern, like, and that's amazing. So yeah, like, you can't hold out here any longer. Like, who is keeping, and that it's mentally trapped. You're mentally trapped. Who? Because you're like holding on to this stuff. So yes, you got to realize that nobody's keeping you here in this darkness. Nobody's keeping you in this space. Nobody's keeping you stuck wherever you're stuck at. The only person that's keeping you there is you and your limiting beliefs, you and your mindset, you and your perception. Because you're like, well, everybody is against me. That's not true. Those people are against you, yeah, but not everybody. And then it's like, are you against you? If you're not against you, then you got all the support you need. And now the likely future or outcome, and we have the Fool. And I freaking love it. Why? I love it because it's yellow. Look at this. And it's interesting that you came out a baby duck. The reason why it's interesting is because you're coming into something new. You're coming into something that's going to really boost your confidence. It's a new you. It's a new version, like a new outlook on life. You know, ducks, baby ducks, they're not scared of anything. They're more curious than anything. And this duck is following their curiosity. This duck is like, if I gotta go alone until I catch up with my mom, then this is the road that I'm gonna take. Like, zero. Completion. Starting over. New beginnings. And that's what you're walking into. Because look, you're in the cocoon. You're not gonna be in the cocoon forever. I don't know how long a caterpillar's in there, but maybe a couple weeks or something. Alright, use this time for self-reflection. Use this time to see like who's really been there for you and who's just using you, using your energy, using you for whenever they, need you or whatever. But yes, like that is just so interesting. But the likely future or outcome for you is the Fool. And the Fool is so amazing because it just represents new beginnings, a new journey, starting over, seeing new things from a different perspective. The Fool is ready to fly. His young wings ache for flight, and with a single step, he leaves behind the comfort of the nest. Yes, stepping out of your comfort zone. To begin the journey through the major arcana. Is he ready? Will he fall? This is a card about new beginnings. It points to the side of you that is spontaneous, excited, naive, and inexperienced. Others may doubt your abilities. Be ready to be called the Fool. Be ready to fall. No matter what people say about you, this is your journey and it's already begun. Look at that. Look at that. And that is beautiful. Before I leave you there, I'm going to get you a moon message from the moon, a message from the Sacred Rebel Oreo. I said Oreo. Why am I thinking about Oreos right now? Y'all might be thinking about Oreos, or just to let you know, like, everything is not black and white. Okay? Your perception will make you think like everything is black and white, but no. When you step out and see the bigger picture, you see more than that. You see that gray area. Okay, what's the moon message for pile number 1? That came right out. A time for healing and adjustments are required. Wow. Yeah, adjustments are required. Mental adjustments are required. Because your perception, like, you have to heal your perception. The way, up in the back of the deck energy, a personal issue reaches its resolutions. Awesome. Be bold to make the first move. So that's all it's taking. Once you come out of this cocoon stage or self-reflection stage, however you want to relay that, but it's like it's a time for healing. That's actually what you're doing in this cocoon stage when you're self-reflecting, when you're like ready to walk away from these people, places, situations, because they leave your cup empty. It's upside down. There's nothing in those cups. This friendship, relationship, situationship, boss, job, I said boss, but job, whatever you're doing, it's no longer satisfying you. It's no longer filling your cup up. It's leaving you dim, dark, disgusted. It's leaving you feeling unsatisfied. Like it's no longer serving you. You've learned everything you needed to learn from these friends, from this job, from this relationship, from whatever. And you seeing that things are hurting you more than they're helping you. So you're like, you know what? I'm just going to hold my energy off. And when I'm ready to take this next step, it's going to be to walk away. It's going to be toward a new beginning. It's going to be out of my comfort zone. I'm leaving what's comfortable and going off on an adventure. I'm following my curiosity. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm doing what I feel called to do. I'm holding my vision and following my dreams and ambition. All right, what's the message from Spirit? This is beautiful energy too. So like, don't be afraid. I mean, it's easier said when it's not me making that first move. Like, don't be afraid. But it's gonna be a little scary. It's gonna be scary. But even though it's scary, you still gotta make those moves, because like, what's scarier is staying in these situations where you got people who are supposed to be your friends plotting on you. Like, I don't like that. They pointing their swords at you. I don't like that. Alright, and then the Spirit's message is receiving, and relax the hold of darkness and be at the cause. So what I get from that, look, again, regenerate your energy. My right hand is itchy too, so y'all might be receiving money. Y'all might be receiving a new friendship. Y'all might be receiving blessings. Just receiving good energy, something that's going to fill you up, something that's going to satisfy you. Relax the hold of darkness, meaning that yeah, relax that darkness, transmute it. Look, again, you are the light. You just have to regenerate, recharge your energy, so you can come back feeling brand spanking new. I just realized that this is 26 and this is 27. So 8 and 9 is what it adds up to. 8 is about abundance and opportunity, and 9 is about, look at the alarm. Yeah, it's alarming. Somebody is alarmed by your potential level up. Somebody is alarmed by the things that you could be receiving. Like, somebody don't want that. Yeah. This moment in your life requires great courage. Fortunately, you possess that in bucket loads. You are being asked to allow yourself to be lifted out of one level of known reality and into the next level of higher voltage reality. Higher voltage reality requires a more absolute trust and a heart that is surrendered into the greater heart of the universe, so that life can happen to us, through us, and with us more quickly, more radically, more beautifully, and more boldly. You are now being invited into this new reality where things happen quickly and according to bold, loving optimism. This is a reality not only of potential, but of manifestations of the great, big, cosmic yes. Love that. Love that. And that's what you're walking into. That's what Spirit's like. You in this cocoon stage, but it's not permanent. You are so loved. Your every need is witnessed and responded to by the universe. However, sometimes you forget this. You become swept up in the momentum of habitual consciousness, and you forget to take a moment to stop, breathe, and be. In that moment, you can receive the love of the universe that is receiving you. It will nourish you with contentment and energy. You have not done this enough, so your soul is becoming parched and is drying out. Energy has been going out of you, but there is not enough coming back in. It is time to bring something back in for you, to receive and be received. You are being offered a chance for restoration now, to feel nourished, cared for, and loved. Accept it. You deserve it. Love it. All right, now we're going to do some word cards and wrap up. I didn't even realize that this was going on that long, but yeah. Forgive yourself first. Release the need to replay a negative situation over and over again in your mind. We literally talked about this with this card. Don't become a hostage to your past by always reviewing your mistakes. Don't remind yourself of what should have been, could have been, would have been. Release it, let go, and move on. That's what I have for you, pal number 1. If that video was helpful, if it made sense. And look at this. You got friends, quote unquote. I don't even know. They're not friends. But you think they're your friends, but they're preying on your downfall. So that's what I have for you. Like this video. If it was helpful, let me know down in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, pal number 2. If you chose the pink binoculars, I'm looking for someone, baby. Dream Girls, I think. I don't know if those Dream Girls or not, but if you chose the binoculars, y'all might be going on an adventure or just craving adventure. So let's see what your past, present, and future reading is like. So the first card is going to reveal the influences from the past that still affect you, affect the situation. And you have the Mother of Pentacles. Okay. Pile number 2, you got mother issues, and you're looking for something or someone to fill that void, to give you what you need in that motherly department. Something seems out of sight to you. Out of sight. I'm looking for someone, baby. I'm looking up and make up mine. Is that the song? I'm looking for someone, baby. I'm gonna look it up, y'all, because it's in my head. It's funny because is that my phone on the charger? It's not. Where is my? Oh, my phone is on the charger. I'm looking for something, baby. It is Dream Girls. I just want the lyrics. I'm looking for something, baby. Something that'll give me a rise. I'm looking for something, baby. Like a real nice surprise. I'm looking for something, baby. Something that you've got. I'm looking for something, baby, and it's gonna be real hot. Yeah, so that's like that song might be of interest to you. But domestic, loving, patient, the Mother of Pentacles excels in the home. She knows that you could be a mother. You could be overwhelmed by motherhood. But yeah, or this is what's affecting you is the fact that you've never had a loving, patient, nurturing mother or mother figure in your life. And you might even if you have kids, you might struggle to be that and give that to your home life, to your family, to your children. And it's not necessarily because there's anything wrong with you. It's just you didn't receive that in childhood, so it's not something that you naturally can give because it wasn't taught to you, so to speak, or it wasn't given to you. So it's like, this is how you show love or something like that. The Mother of Pentacles excels in the home. She knows exactly what to do while raising a family and tending to the tasks of daily life. There's a potential for her identity to become warped entirely around her children and home, which leaves her needy and attached. This is the cause of most of her turmoil. She often has qualities of a healer and is very connected to nature. And kids are naturally energy vampires too. I made a video on that when I was talking about the 6 types of energy vampires. Kids are on there, so watch that video and look at it all the way to the end, and you might understand things a lot more. Whether you are sensitive, empath, whatever you resonate with, whether you resonate with any labels or not, that video will be very helpful because everybody deals with energy vampires on a day-to-day basis, more than others, especially if you're not aware. That video brings awareness to the energy vampires and just 6 different types of energy vampires. Yeah. So yeah, the present, the influences of the past is you have childhood trauma, especially like mother issues, most likely because like this mother childhood, if you're dealing with childhood trauma, your mother was not nurturing, she wasn't patient, she wasn't loving, she didn't give you love in the way that you needed it. That might not resonate with everybody, but if you resonate with that, this is the message for you. If you don't resonate with it, just keep listening. It might resonate later, or it might resonate in a different way, or you might just need to choose a different path. Okay, but yeah, you might even be in domestic violence or have faced domestic violence, domestic abuse of any kind. This could be drug abuse, domestic abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse. Yeah. Alright, now let's see the present. All that surrounds you, either positive or negative. Wow, you have the Emperor. So pile number 2, you are feeling off balance. You're feeling with no direction. You're feeling like a little helpless. Like you're feeling like an uprooted tree. Like when a tree falls, the tree can't pick itself back up. I'm not laughing at you. It's just a tree can't pick itself up. And that's how you feel, like a fallen down tree. You got the Emperor there. You're not feeling safe. Oh, because of this, you are, because this is past, this is present. So you are not feeling safe. You're not feeling protected. You might be feeling overprotected or overly protective. If you have children, you might be overly protective. But you're feeling unstable. You might even have mother and father issues, mother and daddy issues. If you have children, they might have mother and daddy issues. Or if you're a mother, then you might have issues with the father or your child's father. Okay? Just some instability. Okay? You're dealing with a lot of instability right now. Might even be dealing with disciplinary issues, not being able to discipline yourself or your children, just not, there's a lack of connection in the family. Yeah. You could also struggle with being indecisive, not trusting yourself, not trusting the decisions that you make, always looking for somebody to give you the answers, always looking for like an easy way out or an escape, always looking for clarity, really indecisive. The relationships that you get in might be, like I said, domestic violence, or they might try to act like your father, or they might try to control you, or maybe your partners are overprotective of you. This card also represents, reconnecting with the part of you that stands strong and tall and knows just what to do. With the help from the sun, the Emperor can see for miles and miles. Yeah, look, can see for miles and miles with the binoculars. Yeah, so that's what you need to tap into. You need to tap into the energy of yourself that is tall and strong and grounded, and trust yourself. I know it's been hard. Like if you have, I also have a video on inner child wounds that will be really, really helpful for you as well. Check that out. I will leave it linked in the description, or I will have like a card here up there somewhere for you to check out. Just click on it. But yeah, so that's the present. And now let's take a look at the likely future, our outcome of this. And we have the, what is this? 2, 4, 6, 9 of Cups. Love that blue energy. Okay, coming into emotional stability, which is good. Yes, coming into some stability, coming into harmony, coming into bliss. At last, the card of wishes comes true. When the 9 of Cups appears, worries and fears will be cast away. A new phase of peace and harmony awaits. The world seems to be granting your every wish. Good health, happiness, and even material gains are heading your way. So enjoy. Wow. Isn't that amazing? How your past is looking like full of issues, and then your present is kind of unstable and rocky. But even though that is the case, your future still looks very beautiful, very bright, very fulfilled. Very fulfilled. And with the moon there, that's why I said like emotional stability, emotional growth, emotional maturity, emotional fulfillment. So your future, despite what you've been through, and this is like so motivational, despite what you've been through, is a good one. Like your likely outcome, despite the fact that you have mother issues or you're still working to become a better parent to your children, if that applies, like You are going to find that balance. You are going to find that stability. You are going to find that emotional satisfaction. You're basically, what I'm saying is, you're going to find your way. So you don't have to really stress and worry about what it's looking like right now, because your current situation is not your final destination. Of course, with this Nine of Cups right there, you're moving into bliss and harmony in the future. Okay, so it doesn't matter like where you come from or what you've been through. It's going to make you a greater person. Okay, and I'm going to get some cards from the moon. What's the messages for pile number 2 from the moon? Moon messages for pile number 2. You're gonna miss this. This is a country song. You're gonna want this bad. You're gonna wish these days hadn't gone by so fast. These are some good times, so take a good look around. You may not know it now, but you're gonna miss this. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Wow. Okay, that's the message from the moon. And we're talking about balance, spirituality, and practicality. That's the message from the moon. Two very good messages. Very makes you at ease, because the end of a tough cycle, like, that's these two cards. That's why I said, like, it's not permanent. You're going to find that balance. You're going to find your way. Pile number 2. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Go within. Go within. Health. Tend to your health, because health is wealth. And when you're tending to your health, your mental state improves. Start saying some affirmations like I love you. That's also like motherly energy coming through. You have math, you have designer, and you have it is on the way. Affirmations are life-changing. Consistently repeating them. Try these. I am thankful for everything working out for me. I am the main character in my life. I am the author of my life. So that's like really good energy. I'm not who you think. Stepbrother. And I'm using you. So those are the word messages. Take those how those resonate. I try not to really, unless I really feel called to, but I try to let y'all come to your own conclusions when I read some of the word cards, because they might hit you differently. But yeah, so that's the message that I have for you, pile number 2. Things are going to be looking up for you. So try not to stress so much about it. Try to just continue to work on loving yourself. I feel like when we as parents do things for our children and solely just live life for our children, we can become resentful to our children, and we can burn out very, very quickly by trying to be and do everything for everybody, even when we're talking about children. Believe in the impossible for yourself too, pile number 2. So that's what I have for you. When your emotions are high, take a moment to step back and breathe it out as much as you can before you re-approach the situation. You might have a better, I lost my train of thought, but you might have a better outcome that way. Sorry about that, you guys. So yeah, that's what I have for you. Like, comment, leave me a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. And finally, my pile number 3s. If you chose the shoe, there was a song that was popping up in my head when I was doing it. You know I'll never be around. Something. If this is love, I wanna drown. But some of y'all are walking away from a love relationship. Somebody walking away from a relationship. Somebody about just walking away. Anything that don't serve you, pile number 3, I'm feeling like walking away. That's what you're doing. You're walking away. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. Come on, boots. Start walking. He's cute though. I'm a little All right, so pile number 3. Let's go ahead and see your past that is still affecting you right now. Influences from the past that still affect the situation. Oh wow, you have the Chariot. So you're holding on to failures. You're holding on to all the times that you did not succeed. And that's what's holding you up for the future, because you're like, I tried that before and it didn't work out for me. But try it again, because it might work out this time. I'm also going to read up on it because I want to get any additional messages, but that's really literally what I'm feeling like. You are, you're just holding on to all the times that you were not successful, holding on to all the times that you were rejected, that you failed, that things did not work out for your favor. But we say rejection is protection, so what didn't work out really worked out. You know, you might be feeling weak, you might be feeling like you lack willpower, you might be feeling like a failure, like you don't have what it takes to succeed. And this ant literally came out of nowhere. You probably can't see that, but there is an ant crawling on this card, tiny little ant. But ants are hard workers, so you might be feeling like you be working and working and working, putting in all this hard work, all this effort for nothing, and it gets you nowhere. But that's not true. That's just you having a lack of confidence in yourself. So, you know, the Chariot represents your confidence, your will, and your inner warrior. And you are feeling the opposite. Like you're feeling weak. You're feeling helpless. You're not feeling strong. You know, you're not feeling like you're going to be successful, or you have what it takes to be successful. You need to build a relationship with yourself, pile number 2. Oh, called you pile number 2. Pile number 3. But yes, so that's the influences of the past that still affect you, because you're not making any moves towards success because you have a fear of failure. You have a fear of rejection. You have a fear that whatever you're going for, that you're not working toward your dream, or you don't have what it takes to bring your dreams a success. All right, the present and all that surrounds you. Excuse me. We have the Lovers. Wow, it's a beautiful card. I said somebody's walking away from a relationship, partnership, situationship. The Lovers is a beautiful card, though. It really is. But yes, so with the Lovers, though, the present, all that surrounds you, either positive or negative. So, I mean, you've had some bad partners, you've had some bad relationships, but everything that we perceive bad, I'm sure we can find something that we've learned that makes us feel a little better. Like, well, and you know, then when relationships and partnerships don't work out, that's when we really like pay attention to the red flags. Like, well, their feet was stinking like every freaking day anyway, so I'm glad that it didn't work out, you know, or something like that. But the Lovers card in general represents union, desire, and joy. So with this Lovers being in reverse is the fact that you don't feel worthy of love, of good love, of genuine love. You don't feel worthy of joy. You don't feel worthy of, you know, having a relationship that nourishes you, or, you know, that is actually loving and beautiful. But it can happen for someone like you too. It doesn't matter if you had so many failed relationships, or if you was in a divorce or a bad marriage, or whatever the case. Love can bloom for you too. Yeah, and it's funny because the geese, these Canadian geese, they're mates for life. Traveling partners within an expansive sky. The Lovers card is a welcome sight in any reading, as it suggests a beautiful and strong relationship on the horizon, which is the positive on top of the negative. So the negative is like, yeah, you probably had to walk away from a relationship that you've been in for a while, and y'all have a lot of history, and y'all may have been really good friends, or the relationship was, you know, not not as good. It ended, you know, but that just because something ends doesn't mean that nothing is ever going to replace it. Like, you're going to have a stronger relationship with yourself and with your next partner. There's going to be thrills of desire and romance eventually, you know, once you walk away and once you start loving on yourself again and appreciating yourself and not beating yourself up, and you start nourishing yourself, you'll be building a solid foundation with your new partner in your new relationship. All right, and this relationship is going to honor and respect you, and you're going to honor and respect them, and y'all are going to go very far. Y'all are going to travel the distance in this new relationship. So yeah, like, if you're somebody who was walking away from like a love or a partnership or business ship or whatever, there's a partnership here, okay? Lovers, situationship, whatever. But if you were in like bad relationships or just only in situationships that was just like using you, that's because that's how you feel about yourself. That's, you feel like you're only good enough for that type of relationship. That's what you feel like. But if you raise the bar like nah, you raise the bar, you get your confidence back. Woo! Look at that. Such a difference when the energy is like, bam. I know I got it going on. Woo! I know I've been through all this. Woo! But I'm still coming out on top. Woo! Knowing your worth. You come out there knowing your worth. This lover is going to be right back this way. You're going to have everything that you ever desire in this partner because you have such a wholeness in yourself. And you're like, y'all complimenting each other. And that's what's good. Now let's look at the likely future that we're headed. Oh yeah, we're headed toward the star. Wish granted, wish fulfillment, success. With it being in reverse, it's interesting that all your cards was in reverse, and I think that has a lot to do with like the mindset that you're putting out and the fact that you're holding on to the fact that, yeah, you've made some mistakes, yeah, you failed a few times or more than a few times. That's okay. Each time you've learned, and that's what's important. That's what's important. If you haven't learned, if you haven't grown, then you're going to keep on making these same mistakes. You're still going to make those choices. And with the star in reverse, though, you are feeling hopeless. You are feeling disruption of your peace. Yeah, you're losing hope. And you know, you're losing hope because look, everything is like going downward into the darkness. It's like a falling star because this was in reverse. So it's like, no, don't let your light dim. Don't lose hope. Even though you can't find concrete answers to life's many questions up there in the sky, you can't help but feel comforted and renewed when you look up in the sky. It's not about the actions or situations. It's simply about connecting to the part of you that is hopeful and serene. This force will bring light back into your life and infuse you with positivity. You hear me? You gotta be more optimistic, pile number 3. Don't lose hope. You're unhopeful. What is it? Lord, I'm hopeful for today. Take this music and use it and let it take you away. And be hopeful that he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, 'cause we're hopeful. That song, and oh my God, I'm hearing so many songs. Many nights we've prayed with no proof anyone could hear. In our home, yeah. Now we are not afraid, although we know there's much to fear. In our hearts, a hopeful song we barely understood. Now we are not afraid, although we know there's much to fear. Yeah. There can be miracles when you believe. Yeah. That song. And I'm hearing Jaheim. And now UNIT, what is all we need to get the RESPECT and never GIVEUP and keep your HEADUP. Okay, so yes, y'all, that's a lot of hope that's coming this way. Lots of hope. Because it's like, no, you got so much potential, so much love, so much everything coming your way. Like, don't be giving up. Don't be. It says, I have no idea how to be intimate or vulnerable, but I love you. Be the change you want to see. Be aware of your thoughts. Focus on your heart, your true heart's desire. Change the voices in your head, make them like you instead. Pay attention to your home life. Clean your space. Show attention and love and appreciation for your support. Be aware of your needs and tend to that today. Give yourself credit. You do a lot. And we're going to get some messages from the moon and from Spirit. All right, what's Spirit's message for pile number 3? Lord, I'm hopeful for today. Take this music and use it. Let it take you away. We have come to life, and we have in the world, not of the world. Bring your ideas to life. Bring your dreams to life. Bring you to life. In the world, not of the world. Realizing that you are in this world, but you're not of this world. You are a blessing. And it's funny because you have 43 and 34. They're the same numbers, which represents 7. And 7 is all about, luck, opportunities, Seven also symbolizes, inner wisdom, self-awareness, intuition, mysticism. So really pay attention to yourself, In the world, not of the world. It is safe for you to become naked with life. This doesn't necessarily mean stripping off and running wild in public. It does mean stripping back your beliefs, strongholds, and mental or emotional security blankets so that you can live with less obstruction than ever before. Imagine the conditioning that has kept life away from you. Just kept it dropping out of your hands like keys, coins, or clocks. Conditioned beliefs about money, time, security, locking away, holding and controlling can be surrendered and allowed to fall away. What would it be like to feel as though you were on holiday every day? Perhaps there would be a softening in your way of life, an implicit truth in its flow and faith in the ability of time to bend and stretch as needed, so that all may be accomplished. It is an advanced stage of our spiritual relationship with life that we are able to feel held within it sufficiently enough to surrender our defenses layer by layer and to nakedly accept what is. So yeah, this is like drop your defenses, and your limitations. Let's get a message from the moon. Spirit must really want you to be hopeful. But oh my gosh, I just shuffled the mess out of these cards, right? This was at the bottom of the deck before I even started, and now look, it just dropped right out. Believe in the impossible. That is a message that Spirit's like, look, you gotta believe in the possible. You gotta be hopeful. Those people and situations or anything, even on social media, anything, walk away from anything that's making you feel like hopeless, making you feel like you're hopeless. Give yourself credit, though. You gotta step out of your comfort zone. Any other messages from the moon? And I'm still hearing that song. And be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, 'cause we're hopeful, hopeful. Yeah, song by Twista and Faith Evans. And look, have faith in your dreams. Exactly. Exactly. And I just want to read twist this part. Man, I know we had a lot of tragedies lately. I just want to say rest in peace to Aaliyah. Rest in peace to Left Eye. Rest in peace to Jam Master Jay and everybody lost in the Twin Towers and everybody lost, period. All we got is hope. I wish the way I was living could stop serving rocks, knowing the cops is hot when I'm on the block. And I wish my brother would have made bail so I wouldn't have to travel 6 hours to see him in jail. And I wish that my grandmother wasn't sick, or that we could just come up on some stacks and hit a lick. And then it goes on, and I just want, yeah. Wish God never gave men power to be able to hurt people inside the Twin Towers. And I wish God turned their hearts righteous when they started to take innocent lives and become snipers. But we will never break though they devastate. We shall motivate, and we gotta pray. All we got is faith. Instead of thinking about who gonna die today, the Lord is gonna help you feel better, so you ain't gotta cry today. Sit at the light so long, and then we gotta move straight forward, cause we fight so strong, so we right go wrong. So when right go wrong, just say a little prayer, get your money, man, life goes on. Let's hope. Cause I'm hopeful, yeah, I'm hopeful for today. Take this music and use it and let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hopeful. Y'all listen to that song. Like, have faith in your dreams. Like, spirit is really coming through very strong. And I'm getting goosebumps all over my body. I should have said that, but I really am. Like, spirit is really wanting you, cause you're losing hope. You're losing faith in humanity, in yourself, in your spirit team, in God, the universe, angels, whatever you believe or don't believe. Like, you're losing hope, you're losing yourself. But spirit's coming in hot. Like, believe in the impossible. Have faith in your dreams. Step out of your comfort zone. Bring you to life like only you can. So that's what I have for you, pile number 3. You don't listen. Spirit's like, girl, you don't listen. I want your love. I gotta have your loving. I gotta. Is that the song by Drake? I gotta have your loving. Something. I gotta have your love. I think that's Drake. Y'all, I don't know. Oh, I gotta find your love. I said I gotta have your love. The same thing. I gotta have your love. I'm just making sure that's the song. I gotta have your love. I think. Oh, I keep saying have your love, but it's Drake. I meant gotta find your love. I'm more than just an option. Refuse to be forgotten. I took a chance with my heart, and I feel like it taking over. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I bet if I give all my love, then nothing's gonna tear us apart. I'm more than just a number. I doubt you'll find another. So every single summer, I'll be the one you'll remember. And I better find your loving. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. Yeah. Anyways, so that's the message that I have for you, pile number 3. If this was helpful in any way, let me know down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.